All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we go to our second game for you here this afternoon, we head down to Charlotte, North Carolina for this one. It'll be an NFC game. They'd be the Atlanta Falcons at 3-4 at the Carolina Panthers, who are still looking for their first win of the season at 0-7. If Atlanta can win this game, they'll get to 500, and they can try to sneak their way back into the NFC playoff picture. The Panthers just trying to win their first game of the season. We'll see how it goes. Evil Dead has already given me his pick. Evil Dead is taking the Falcons in this one. Evil Dead missed the last game. Evil Dead is now 66-46, 20 games over 500. We'll see who anybody else picks when they come in. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head to Charlotte, North Carolina for this one. The Falcons and the Panthers here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the Falcons and the Panthers. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The Falcons at 3-4, the Panthers at 0-7. Carolina just trying to salvage the season at this point. They'll get the ball first, run away, live from Charlotte. There's the kickoff. From the goal line, Cunningham brings it back. John Cunningham over the 20, 25, and Cunningham out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Carolina will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, the rookie out of California, Berkeley, Luke George. And Luke has been beat up this season. 0-7 are the Panthers. They have the worst record in the league, the only winless team, Carolina. They're coming off the loss to the Redskins last week. The Redskins, prior to that, they were both 0-6 going into that game. The Redskins finally won their first game. First and 10, Panthers at their own 27. On a beautiful day in Charlotte, 76 degrees at kickoff. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Darryl Holt. And Holt out to the 31-yard line. The 10th year back out of Maryland. Here's the Panthers offense up front. Benjamin, Crawford, Alford, Beasley, and Polk. And then it's Quick, Sanders, Holt, Moore, and Franklin. A gain of 4 and first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Carolina at their own 31-yard line. Panthers come out. George under center. George hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt loses a yard back to the 30-yard line. Let's take a look at the Falcon defense. Falcons play a 4-3. Milston, Benjamin, Culliver, and Sperlin up front. Linebackers, Taylor, Carson, and Harris. And then the secondary, Hardy, McKenzie, Haynes, and Campbell. 3rd and 6 for Carolina at their own 30-yard line. Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun on 3rd down. George looking. George throws near side. Caught by Quick. No, incomplete. Broken up by Craig Campbell, the 6th year defensive back out of North Carolina. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Panthers go 3 and out on their opening drive, and they'll have to punt. Back to punt, Derek White. White gets the punt away. From the 22-yard line, Henderson on the return. Randy Henderson brings it back out to the 29-yard line. And now the starting quarterback, Thomas Green, the third-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. Starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. .6:51 left here in the first quarter. Panthers went 3 and out on their opening drive. This will be Atlanta's opening drive. Four wide for Atlanta. Green in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Green draws back, throws, and the receiver turned inside. He threw outside. Incomplete. Falcons offense, Robinson, Page, Walker, Clark, and Benjamin up front. And then it's Edwards, Henderson, and I didn't get the rest of that. I'll get it for you in a second. Be Edwards, Henderson, Charles, Nelson, and Andrews. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. 4 wide for Atlanta. Green in the shotgun. From their own 29, Green looking. Green steps up, and Green's going to get sacked back at the 25-yard line. On the sack, number 93, Damian Griffey, in his 5th year at Penn State, the defensive end. And that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Falcons. Well, Carolina went 3 and out. Atlanta may do the same. Everybody downfield was well covered. Green couldn't find anybody. Third and 15 at the 25-yard line. Falcons come out, 4 wide. Green in the shotgun, 3rd and 15. Green looking, throws deep down the sideline, out of bounds, way out of bounds. And that'll be 4th down, so the Falcons go 3 and out as well. The intended receiver was Terry Nelson, the tight end. So 3 and out for Carolina, 3 and out for Atlanta. Adrian Murphy back to punt for the Falcons. Murphy gets the punt away. From the 20-yard line, John Cunningham over the 30, 35, and Cunningham out to the 41-yard line. And that's where Carolina will take over their second possession, as Luke George will come back out. Neither team has a first down as of yet, as you might expect after 2 consecutive 3 and outs. First and 10, 4 wide. George in the shotgun. George draws back. George in trouble. Throws deep. Caught by Cunningham out to the 42-yard line. $17 yards to John Cunningham, the 4th-year receiver out of Oregon. And that'll be a first down for the Panthers into Falcon territory. Carolina at 0-7, trying to win their first game of the season. If Carolina were to lose this game, they could be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs with a loss next week. First and 10 from the 42. George, play action. And it's intercepted by Troy Carson. George got hit as he threw. It affected the pass. And the linebacker, Troy Carson, in his 4th year at North Carolina State, picks it off for the Falcons. And Atlanta will take over at their own 41-yard line. Well, Carolina not off to the best start in the world. First down, Atlanta going the other way. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, Week 8. Here at Jammin' Sports, the 3-4 Falcons, the 0-7 Panthers. Panthers not looking too good right now. Atlanta now at their own 41. Thomas Green under center. 1st and 10. Green looking. Green throws. Caught by Edwards. That's James Edwards, the 6th-year receiver out of Cincinnati. Good for 6 yards out to the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Wade Sullivan, the 5th-year linebacker out of Michigan. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Falcons at their own 47-yard line. 4 wide. Green under center. Nelson in motion. Green, play action, rolls out. Green throws, and Andrews can't hold on. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Panthers defense. They play a 4-3. Griffey, Gates, Norton, and Andrews up front. Linebackers, Elliott, Snow, and Gates. And the secondary, Smith, Snow, O'Neal, and McCleskey. They have a couple of Snows on defense. Damian Snow, the linebacker, and Russ Snow, the safety, no relation. 3rd and 4. Atlanta now at their own 47-yard line. 4:49 left in the first quarter, no score here in Charlotte, North Carolina. On a beautiful afternoon. Redskins, Buccaneers after this. We'll head down to Tampa, Florida for that one. Falcons come out. 3rd and 4. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green steps up. Fires deep downfield. He's got a man. Edwards hauls it in at the 6-yard line. It's a 47-yard reception. James Edwards in his 6th year out of Cincinnati. First and goal, Atlanta. They'll have it at the Carolina 6-yard line, 4:27 and counting. We're in the first quarter. Atlanta trying to score first. They spread the receivers out. Green in the shotgun. First and goal. Green fires to the end zone. Monroe, touchdown, Falcons. Alan Monroe, a 6-yard touchdown catch. The 2nd-year receiver out of Oregon. And the Falcons take a 6-0 lead. Nice drive by Atlanta. And they score first. Both teams went 3 and out on their opening drives. And the Panthers on their second drive threw a pick. And on Atlanta's second drive, they get a touchdown. And now the kicker, Jamie Marsh, will come on for the extra point in his 2nd year, also out of Oregon. Kick is up, and it's good. Falcons lead it 7-0, 4:13 left. Here in the first quarter, live from US Bank Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Redskins, Bucks, and Saints Steelers all coming up here today. Jamie Marsh will kick off for Atlanta. And there's the kickoff. This will be fielded at the goal line by Quick, who brings it back out. And Quick out to the 31-yard line. John Quick, the rookie out of Georgia. And with 4:09 left in the first quarter, the Panthers offense will come up. Luke George, the quarterback, not off to a great start. The rookie out of California, Berkeley. Let's see if the Panthers can get something going now. This will be their third possession. Panthers come out, two backs in the backfield. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. George hands off to Darrell Holt. And Holt to the 33-yard line. A gain of just 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tackle made by 96 for the Falcons. Troy Carson, who had the interception a moment ago. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Carolina at their own 33-yard line. In the offset eye, George under center. George to Dixon, and Dixon gets hit in the backfield. Darrell Dixon, the second-year back out of Stanford, a loss of 2 yards as Craig Campbell came in on the corner blitz and got the tackle in the backfield. A well-executed corner blitz by Campbell, the former Raven. Third and 10 for Carolina at their own 31-yard line. Panthers come out 5 wide, empty backfield for George, who's in the shotgun. George draws back. George in trouble, breaks a tackle, and George is going to take off, but he's going to be hit shy of the marker. He got about 9. It'll be 4th and inches. Coming up to make the tackle, Chris Hardy, the 5th-year defensive back out of Illinois, saving the first down, or keeping them from getting one. It'll be 4th and inches for the Panthers. Let's see if they punt. They will. Derek White back to punt, gets the punt away. From the 10-yard line, Henderson brings it back for Atlanta. Out to the 24-yard line. Randy Henderson in his 7th year out of Memphis. 1st and 10 Atlanta at their own 24, up 7-0 with 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Thomas Green will come back out to lead the offense for the Falcons. On 1st and 10, Falcons come out in the I formation. Green under center. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles, his first carry, 2 yards out to the 26-yard line. The rookie out of Michigan, Laurel Charles. Tackle made by number 95, Elijah Andrews, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Arizona State. Down to 2:19 left in the first quarter. 4 wide for Atlanta on 2nd and 8. Green in the shotgun. Green to Laurel Charles. And Charles out to the 33-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 7 before being tackled by Norton, number 94. Trevor Norton, the rookie out of Missouri. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Falcons now at their own 33-yard line, up 7-0. 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Falcons come out in the offset eye. Green under center. Green hands off to Charles, and Laurel Charles 2 yards out to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a Falcon first down. Down to a minute and a half left in the first quarter. The rookie back out of Michigan, Laurel Charles, their first-round draft pick, picks up the first down. Falcons will have it at their own 35-yard line. Falcons come out in the eye. Green under center. Green draws back. Green looking. in trouble. That's a face mask, no flag, and they tackle him back at the 28-yard line. A loss of 7 yards on the play. Sack made by Dwayne Gates, the fifth-year linebacker out of Arizona. The officials totally missed a face mask right there. But it's a sack of 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17 for the Falcons. .55 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 17 for Atlanta at their own 28-yard line. 4 wide, Green under center. Green to Charles around the outside, and Laurel Charles out to the 30-yard line, a 2-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Tackle made by Damian Snow, the third-year linebacker out of Texas A&M. Down to 25 seconds left in the first quarter. This might be the last play of the quarter. 4 wide, Green in the shotgun, 3rd and 15. Andrews in motion. Green draws back. Green looking. Green is going to take off. And Green slides at the 42-yard line. A gain of 12. And that's the end of the first quarter. Falcons up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium. We start the second quarter. The Falcons lead the Panthers 7-0. As we start the second quarter, it'll be 4th and 3 for Atlanta. Thomas Green tried to run for the first down. He only got 12 yards. It'll be 4th and 3. And Atlanta will probably punt. Adrian Murphy will come on as we start quarter number 2. Murphy gets the punt away. Well, he kind of shanked that one. And it's fair caught at the 31-yard line. It's a 26-yard punt. And now the Carolina offense will come back out, led by Luke George. And the Panthers will start at their own 31-yard line. 7:55 left here in the first half. Just a 7-0 lead for the Falcons. Atlanta trying to get to 500 if they can win. And the Panthers just trying to win, period. They haven't won yet this season. They're 0-7. George under center, 1st and 10. George hands off to Darryl Holt. And Holt reversing field and picks up 7 out to the 38-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Tenth year back out of Maryland, Darryl Holt. .745 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Carolina at their own 38-yard line. Panthers trying to tie the game up on this drive if they can. Panthers come out. Everybody in tight. George under center. Patterson in motion. George hands off to Dixon. And Daryl Dixon will lose a yard back to the 37-yard line. Make it a 2-yard loss. John Baltimore came in, the free safety in his 4th year out of Montana, and made the tackle. Again for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Panthers now at their own 37-yard line. 7 minutes and counting until halftime. Panthers come out in the offset eye. George under center. George draws back. George throws and incomplete. Tried to throw a swing pass, but he had Falcons in his face. And that'll bring up 4th and 5. And it looks like Carolina will have to punt. Derek White will come on to punt once again. White gets the punt away. From the 12-yard line. Randy Henderson brings it back to the 14. And that's where the Falcons will have it. 6:42 left. And give me a second. I'll be back in a couple of plays. It'll go silent for a couple of plays. And we apologize. We are back. Only missed one play. It looks like it was a 1-yard loss as Laurel Charles gets hit in the backfield, making the tackle. Number 29, Russ Snow, the safety, in his 3rd year out of Iowa. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Falcons at their own 13-yard line. Four wide for the Falcons. Green in the shotgun. 2nd and 11. Green looking. Green in trouble. Throws. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for Atlanta back at the 13-yard line. Falcons lead at 7-0 with 6:09 left here in the first half. Neither team has played particularly well. Atlanta had the touchdown drive following the interception. On 3rd and 11, Green looking. Green throws deep. He's got a man. Monroe down the sideline. He's going to go all the way. 87 yards. Alan Monroe, the 2nd-year receiver out of Oregon. Right after I say both teams aren't playing well, the Falcons throw an 87-yard bomb for a touchdown. And the Falcons go up 13-0. 87 yards from their own 13-yard line. Evil Dead has joined us. Yeah, Carolina is bad as the Pats. Well, I hate to tell you this, Evil Dead, but the Chiefs finally lost. New England won that game 24-15, the game before this one. Patriots actually won that game. Patriots are 4-4 now, and the Chiefs are 6-2. It ended the Chiefs' 6-game winning streak. Jamie Marsh for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. And Falcons lead at 14-0 with 5:58 left. Yeah, Kansas City, 5 field goals. They couldn't get a touchdown. Their drives kept stalling out. That was the difference in the game. As the Patriots beat them 24-15. That game is on YouTube right now if you want to check it out. But as for your comment on Carolina, yes, they have not played well. They're 0-7. They're going to be 0-8 if they don't get something going here. And as I said before, if the Panthers lose this game, they could be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs next week if they lose that game. They could be mathematically eliminated in week 9. There's the kickoff from the 5-yard line. John Cunningham over the 20, 25, and Cunningham out to the 28-yard line. First down, Panthers. Speaking of next week, who do they play next week? Carolina, well, they're not going to lose next week. They have a bye. The bye start next week, and Carolina is off next week. Atlanta will play at New Orleans next week. And in 2 weeks, the Panthers will play at Baltimore. If they lose that game, they'd be mathematically eliminated if they lose today, which they are currently 14-0. Redskins, Buccaneers after this. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. George in the shotgun. 4 wide. George back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Cunningham. And John Cunningham out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 14. That's only the second first down for the Panthers so far. The fourth-year receiver out of Oregon, John Cunningham. Craig Campbell on the tackle. Well, Evil Dead stopped by for a second. It looks like he's gone now. He's in the middle of a pinball tournament. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George on the shotgun. Single back. George hands off to Darryl Holt. And Holt out to the 47. A gain of 5. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 32, Stephen McKenzie, the 5th-year safety out of Penn State. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the first half. Atlanta up 14-0. George in the shotgun. George draws back. Throws. And caught by John Quick. No, incomplete. Craig Campbell breaks up the pass. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Carolina. John Quick couldn't make the catch. 4:54 left here in the first half. 3rd and 4 Carolina at their own 47. 3 wide to the near side. George in the shotgun. George fakes the handoff. Throws deep. And he underthrew it to Quick. Quick was open. That could have been 6. But the ball ended up short. It'll be 4th down. Actually, it was J.T. Franklin, not Quick, the 5th-year receiver out of SMU. Derek White back to punt again for Carolina. And that's going to be, well, that's going to drop right at the 4-yard line. Nice punt by Derek White, the 10th-year punter out of Notre Dame. I mean, that ball just stopped. Bounced at the 4 and stayed at the 4. So Thomas Green comes back out to lead the offense for Atlanta. Now they scored on an 87-yard bomb the last time they had the ball. And now they're 96 yards away. They should do it again. 1st and 10 for the 4-yard line. Green under center in the I formation. Green hands off to Laurel Charles up the middle, and Charles out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a first down. Laurel Charles, the rookie out of Michigan, the Wolverine in the first-round draft pick. .425 and counting. 1st and 10 Atlanta. 4 receivers wide. Green under center.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Green draws back. Throws. Caught by Edwards. No. Incomplete. That was broken up by number 96, Martin Gates, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of California. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons at the 16-yard line. 4:07 left here in the second quarter. Falcons up 14-0. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Green in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Green to Charles. And the roll Charles out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. As Elijah Andrews makes the tackle. Under 4 minutes left to play. Third and 6 for the Falcons. 4 wide. Green looking. Green throws and incomplete. Nobody home. And that'll stop the clock with 3:37 left. It'll be 4th and 6 for the Falcons, and they'll have to punt. On 4th and 6, Adrian Murphy will get the punt away for the Falcons. And that'll be fair caught at the 34-yard line. And that's where Carolina will take over. 3:31 left to play here in the first half. Falcons up 14-0. Carolina only has 2 first downs. I think they have less than 40 yards of total offense. They're not doing very well. First and 10. Carolina from their own 34-yard line. Panthers come out in the offset eye. George under center. George draws back. George in trouble. George rolls out. He's going to take off. And Luke George out to the 42. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. He got flushed out of the pocket and picked up a few yards. As he's finally tackled by the linebacker, Troy Carson. Second and 3 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide for Carolina. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. He was looking for J.T. Franklin. That'll stop the clock with 2:55 left here in the second quarter. On 3rd and 3, George in the shotgun, 3 backs in the backfield. George drops back. George throws near side, and Weathers can't hold on. The fullback, Thomas Weathers, totally whiffed it. The 8th-year fullback out of Bethune-Cookman. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Again, Carolina has only 2 first downs so far. Derek White will come into punt for Carolina once again. With 2:52 remaining in the half, White gets the punt away. Inside the 10 and drifts into the end zone. Touchback. Atlanta will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 2:44 left in the half. Falcons lead it 14-0. Thomas Green will come back out. He only has 4 completions, but 2 of them are for touchdowns. And he's thrown for 142 yards in just 4 completions. That's 39 yards of completion. Falcons come out 1st and 10 at the 20 in the I formation. Green under center. Green fakes the handoff. Green rolls out. And now Green throws deep, caught by Edwards, out to the 46-yard line. 34 yards to James Edwards. 6th-year receiver out of Cincinnati into Panther territory. Atlanta looking to score again before halftime, trying to make this a 3-possession game. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Everybody in tight on 1st and 10. Green fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield, caught by Nelson. Terry Nelson down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 24. 2-minute warning. Falcons up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 minutes left. Misty saying hi. Here in the first half. Atlanta up 14-0. And they've worked it down to the Carolina 22-yard line, looking to score again before halftime. If the Falcons win, they even their record at 4-4. at the halfway point. Thomas Green under center on first down. Green, a draw play to Charles, and Laurel Charles down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tackle made by Damian Snow, third-year linebacker out of Texas A&M. Falcons come out 4 wide once again. Green in the shotgun on 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Green looking. Green throws and caught by Monroe out to the 2-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. First and goal, Atlanta at the Carolina 2. Alan Monroe in his second year out of Oregon. He caught the touchdown pass a moment ago. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Falcons come out, everybody in tight. Green under center. Green looking, in trouble, gets sacked back at the 7-yard line, a loss of 5. Tackle made by Donovan Elliott, the rookie linebacker out of California, Berkeley. .1:14 and counting here in the first half. Second and goal for Atlanta at the Carolina 7. Trying to make it a 3-possession game. Green in the shotgun. Green draws back. Green rolls out. And Green's going to take off. Nobody there. And Green down to the 1-yard line. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 as the Falcons take a timeout with 50 seconds left in the half. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Misty's going bye-bye. Bye, Misty. All right. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Can the Falcons punch it in here? They come out in the eye on 3rd down. Green under center. Green, 3-step drop, throws, caught by Stewart. No, incomplete. Broken up by the linebacker. Great play by Dwayne Gates. In his 5th year out of Arizona, it'll be 4th and goal. And this will be a chip shot field goal for Atlanta. This will be an 18-yard attempt. It'll put the Falcons up by 17, making it a 3-score game. Jamie Marsh from 18 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And the Falcons lead it now 17-0 with 44 seconds left here in the first half. Live from Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, Week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Redskins, Buccaneers after this. It's been all Atlanta so far. And the Panthers are staring 0-8 in the face if they don't do something. And now Jamie Marsh will kick off for the Falcons. 44 seconds left till half. From the 3-yard line, John Quick over the 15-20. And Quick out to the 24-yard line. First down, Carolina. 40 seconds left until half. Let's see if the Panthers can get something going and make it a 2-possession game. But the Panthers have struggled today. They only have 2 first downs so far. It'd Be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Carolina comes out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. Somebody jumped. I think they're going to call that on the Falcons. Encroachment.
Encroachment, defense.
That's going to be on Gavin Sperlin.
Still first down.
The 11th year defensive end out of USC. 1st and 5 for the Falcons now at the 29-yard line with 40 seconds left until halftime. On 1st and 5, the Panthers come out. George in the shotgun, single back.
All right, here we go. Green.
George draws back, throws near side, caught by Moore. Jared Moore, the 2nd-year tight end out of Notre Dame, out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6, 1st down Carolina. They take a timeout right away. They have 2 timeouts left here in the half, 35 seconds left until halftime. They still have to go 65 yards for a touchdown. They need about 30 to 35 yards for a field goal attempt. Falcons lead it 17-0 here late in the first half. George in the shotgun on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
George, low snap, hands off to Holt. And Darrell Holt, 2 yards out to the 37-yard line. Panthers take another timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8. 31 seconds left until halftime. The byes start next week. Carolina has a bye next week, as does Seattle. There's only 2 teams with a bye next week. And the next week, there'll be 6. The byes start in week 9. 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. George in the shotgun.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
George draws back, throws near side, caught by John Quick. And Quick out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 13. And that'll be a Carolina first down. Panthers rush to the line using the hurry up. They only have 1 timeout. George in the shotgun. George looking. George throws and caught by Quick. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. And that'll be a first down. John Quick, the rookie out of Georgia. Chris Hardy on the tackle. 10 seconds left until halftime. Falcons up 17-0. Panthers trying to get on the board before halftime. 1st and 10 from the Falcon 36. George under center. George draws back. George looking, throws, and caught by Quick at the 15. A gain of 21 yards. Out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Do they take a shot at the end zone, or do they kick the field goal? Some nice footwork by Quick. They'll probably try a field goal, make it a 2-score game. They might go ahead and kick it now. It'll be a 32-yard field goal attempt by Chris Jackson. Oh, bad kick. No good. Three seconds left. Poor kick. First and 10 for the Falcons with 3 seconds left to play here in the half. And they lead at 17-0. They might just go ahead and take a knee and go to halftime. A poor showing by the Panthers so far. Green will take a knee. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, Falcons 17, Panthers nothing. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. We go to the third quarter. The Falcons in control. They're up 17-0. The Falcons at 3-4. The Panthers at 0-7. And it looks like Atlanta will get the second half kickoff. Up by 3 possessions. And now the kick. This will be fielded by Henderson, 3 yards deep. Brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. And Randy Henderson out to the 27-yard line. That's where Carolina will have it. Thomas Green will come back out. Third-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. Some first half highlights. That was the 87-yard touchdown to Alan Monroe for the touchdown. And that was a long pass down the middle to James Edwards. Some first half highlights. And that's the touchdown again to Monroe. Falcons lead at 17-0 as we start the third quarter. Redskins, Buccaneers after this. Saints, Steelers after that. NFL football on a Saturday afternoon here at Jammin' Sports. First time we've been able to do stuff on Saturday for a while. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line in the offset eye. Green under center. Green hands off to Charles. And Laurel Charles out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 yards before being tackled by Dwayne Smith, the 10th-year defensive back out of Clemson. 2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Green in the shotgun. Green hands off to Charles. And Charles will lose a yard back to the 29 as Wade Sullivan, the linebacker, makes the tackle for Carolina. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Atlanta. Falcons lead at 17-0. We're in the third quarter, 7:10 left in the third. 3rd and 8 for Atlanta. 3 receivers off to the far side. Green in the shotgun. Green draws back. Green looking, throws. Caught by Andrews. Out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 10 yards. Thomas Andrews in his 6th year out of Eastern Carolina. First down, Atlanta. Evil Dead popped his head in earlier to comment on how bad the Panthers are. First and 10. Falcons at their own 39-yard line. Nelson in motion. Green fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws, and caught by Alan Monroe out to the 42 into Carolina territory. 19 yards and a Falcon first down. 6:14 and counting. And it looks like number 29, that would be Russ Snow, the 3rd-year safety out of Iowa, making the tackle for Carolina. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Falcons with the ball, 3 to the far side. Green in the shotgun, first and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
Green fakes the handoff inside. Green rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Andrews. Out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. Thomas Andrews on the catch again. And that'll bring up 2nd and 4 at the Carolina 36-yard line. The Panthers are bad. They're just bad. In the I formation, Green under center.
What? 90.
Green to Charles. And the roll, Charles picks up a yard to the 35 before being tackled by Elijah Andrews. And that'll be a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Falcons now at the Panther 35-yard line. 5:07 and counting here in the third quarter. Falcons come out 5 wide. Empty backfield for Green. Green draws back. Green throws down the middle. Caught by Nelson. Down to the 24. A gain of 11 to Terry Nelson, the former Ram, in his 13th year out of Wisconsin. Another Atlanta first down. Falcons just marching down the field here. Wade Sullivan, the linebacker, on the tackle. 4:42 and counting. In the third, Green under center, 1st and 10. Green draws back. Green looking, throws, and incomplete. Oh, it's picked off on the deflection. O'Neal has it. Eric O'Neal, the safety, picked it off on the deflection for Carolina. That bounced off of, I think it was Andrews. Yep, number 87. Bounced off of him. Right into the hands of O'Neal. And now the Panthers down 17-0. A chance for them to get back in the game. It'll be 1st and 10. And Carolina will have it at their own 10-yard line. 4:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, Week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Panthers still looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-7. The Falcons at 3-4. 4 wide, George in the shotgun.
Now let's go. 3:19.
George fakes the handoff, throws near side to Franklin, and J.T. Franklin up the sideline. And Franklin out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 13. The former Raider in his 5th year out of SMU. Spent 4 years with the Raiders, now in his first year with Carolina. Four minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Carolina from their own 23. 2 backs in the backfield. George in the shotgun.
Green 39.
George to Holt. And Darrell Holt plowing forward out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. 3:40 and counting. If I'm Carolina, I'm going to start throwing it downfield here. I'm down by 3 scores with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Panthers come out 4 wide. George under center.
3:19.
George looking, throws near side, caught by Quick. And John Quick out to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 11. And that'll be a Panther first down. That'll move the chains. First down Panthers. As the Falcons run them out of bounds. Hayes and Boone Bradley Hayes and Tyler Boone for Atlanta. 1st and 10. Carolina now. At their own 42-yard line. George in the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue 90.
George to Holt. And Darrell Holt crosses midfield. And Holt to the 47. Does he have the first down? He does. A gain of 11 yards. First down. Panthers into Falcon territory. On the tackle, number 31. That's Devin Haynes, the rookie defensive back out of Virginia Tech. First down, Panthers at the Falcon 47-yard line. 2:47 and counting. 3 wide to the far side. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George to Holt. And Darrell Holt inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. 2.5 minutes left. In the third quarter, on a beautiful day in Charlotte, North Carolina. A beautiful late October day here in week 8. On 2nd and 2. George in the shotgun.
Let's go. 319.
George drops back, throws downfield, caught by Lee. A 4-yard gain to the 35-yard line. That's a first down. Philip Lee, the rookie tight end out of Southern Miss. On 2nd and 2, they pick up 4. First down, Panthers at the Falcon 35. This drive for Carolina coming off the interception. Chris Hardy making the tackle. Panthers come out in the I formation. George under center.
319.
George hands off to Sanders. And Sanders picks up 2. Courtney Sanders, the 4th-year back out of Tennessee. Troy Carson on the tackle, the linebacker. Bring up 2nd and 8. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Panthers have moved it down to the Falcon 33-yard line. George in the shotgun on 2nd and 8.
290.
George hands off to Sanders again. And Sanders to the 32-yard line. A gain of just a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. Tackle made by Sean Milston in his 4th year out of Washington. Less than a minute left here in the third quarter. Big third down for Carolina. 3rd and 7 at the Falcon 32. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. George looking. George still looking, in trouble. Rolls out. And George stumbles over the 30-yard line down to the 28. He tripped over the yard marker there. 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 3 from the 28-yard line. How bad are the Panthers? The turf monster got him. They're going to try a field goal. Derek White. I'm getting reports now that Chris Jackson got injured. And the kick is no good. It remains 17-0 in favor of Atlanta. They got their punter and they're kicking. Jackson got injured on the opening kickoff of the game. That's what I'm told. That's what we found out. And that's going to be it for the third quarter. Falcons up 17-0 here. Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Falcons lead the Panthers 17-0. Okay, there was a penalty. They're going to try it again. They get to re-kick it. Derek White. Well, that wasn't much better. There was a penalty on the previous play. They moved it up 5 yards, and he still missed it. First and 10, Falcons. This season has just gone from bad to worse for the Panthers. They get a new kicker. He does well for a couple of weeks. Then he gets injured in this game. And now their punter has to come in to kick, and he can't make kicks. 17-0 Atlanta from the 35-yard line. Falcons take over, first and 10. Falcons come out in the I formation. Thomas Green under center. Green hands off to Laurel Charles. Again, Charles out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle made by number 93, Damian Griffey, in his 5th year out of Penn State. Falcons up 17-0 with 7:38 left to play. Panthers are looking like they're going to be 0-8. In the I formation, Green hands off to Laurel Charles. And Charles to the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Damian Snow on the tackle, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Atlanta at their own 40-yard line. On 3rd down, 5 wide. Green in the shotgun, empty backfield. Green looking. Green throws deep downfield. Caught by Andrews. A one-handed catch at the 30-yard line. It's a 30-yard catch by Thomas Andrews. A one-handed grab in front of Tucker Smith, the safety. Great catch. The 6th-year receiver out of East Carolina. First down, Atlanta. The Falcons are going to be 4-4 at 500 at the halfway point. First and 10. Falcons come out in the I. Green under center. Green to Charles. And Laurel Charles picks up a yard to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tackle made by Martin Gates. 5:50 and counting. On 2nd and 9. Falcons come out in the I formation. Green under center. Green to Charles. And Laurel Charles slipping through and gets out to the 24-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Damian Snow on the tackle. Meanwhile, the clock is moving. 5:20 and counting. Carolina is off next week, and then in 2 weeks, they play at the Ravens. 3rd and 4. Green under center. Green fakes the handoff. Green rolls out. And Green is going to run out of bounds. No, he gets the first down. 5 yards down to the 19-yard line. He stayed in bounds, picked up the first down. First down, Falcons. Falcons on the move. This one's been over for quite some time now. Falcons lead it 17-0. Nobody has scored here in the second half yet. Falcons just content to let the clock run. 1st and 10 from the Panther 19-yard line. 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Green hands off to Henderson. And Randy Henderson 2 yards to the lost 2 yards back to the 21-yard line. Tackle made by Damian Snow, the linebacker. Be 2nd and 12 at the 21. Redskins, Buccaneers after this. Falcons got out to a 17-0 halftime lead. They're just cruising now. as the Panthers can't do anything. 2nd and 12. Green. Play action. Throws downfield. Back of the end zone. Monroe. Touchdown. Atlanta. Allen Monroe. 21 yards. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. Falcons. And they go up 23-0. Great catch. Great concentration. Oh, I don't know. That might be overturned. They might review that one. I think they're going to overturn this one.
The previous play is under review.
Initially, I thought he did, but that was a great replay. Look. Yeah, he stepped on the end line. Well, maybe not. That first foot was in bounds. That foot on the end line was actually the third step, not the second. This may count after all. It's going to stand.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It's a good touchdown. Falcons up 23-0 with 3:59 left. Panthers are just looking horrid. And now Jamie Marsh for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Falcons lead it 24-0. We'll have the Redskins and the Buccaneers after this. We'll head down to Tampa, Florida for that one. Well, the Carolina Panthers have set back pro football about 90 years with this game. Marsh will kick off. Falcons up 24-0 with just under 4 minutes left. The Panthers are going to be 0-8 going into their bye week. There's the kick. From 3 yards deep, Cunningham over the 15, 20, 25. And John Cunningham out to the 26-yard line. 3:56 left. The only drama left. Can Carolina get a score? They've looked atrocious. And that's being kind. Carolina, I'm updating the standings already. Carolina's going to be 0-8. I'm pretty confident Atlanta's going to win this game. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking. George throws near side. Caught by Cunningham. And John Cunningham out to the 38, a gain of 12. First down, Carolina. And we have an injury timeout. Of course we do. Atlanta's going to get back in the NFC playoff picture with a 4-4 record. The NFC West at the moment, Arizona 6-1. They play Philadelphia later. San Francisco's 5-2. They play the Rams later. The Rams are 4-3, and Atlanta's 4-4. New Orleans bringing up the rear at 2-5. First and 10, as we're coming off the injury timeout. 1st and 10, Carolina at their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking. George throws near side, and he's out of bounds. Darryl Holt out of bounds. Actually, they say he caught it. It'll be a 3-yard loss. Back to the 35. His momentum took him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 13. That's when you know you're having a bad day. You complete a pass for negative 3 yards. On 2nd and 13, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George draws back. George throws outside, incomplete. And Holt knew he was out of bounds. He just let it hit his back. That'll stop the clock. 3:41 left. 3rd and 13 from the 35-yard line. Four wide for the Panthers. On 3rd and 13, George in the shotgun. George drops back. George looking. Rolling around. Throws downfield, caught by Holt. And Darrell Holt out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5. That's going to be well shy of the first down. Bring up 4th and 8. 3:25 and counting. McKenzie on the tackle, number 32. That's Stephen McKenzie, the fifth-year safety out of Penn State. You're down 24-0. They're going to punt. They're conceding the game. Derek White back to punt. Gets the punt away. He's a much better punter than a place kicker. From the 15-yard line, Henderson. Randy Henderson out to the 21. 3:06 left. Atlanta up 24-0. Thomas Green will come back out. He's had a pretty good day. I think the Falcons have this one. Just a thought. Yeah, I think the Falcons got this game in hand. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. In the I formation, Green under center. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles to the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Dwayne Smith came up, made the tackle. It's under 3 minutes now. I don't think either team's going to take a timeout. We are coming up on the 2-minute warning, though. In the offset eye on 2nd down. Green under center. Green hands off to Laurel Charles. And Charles, not much, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 7. As Damian Snow came up, made the tackle. And that will probably take us to the 2-minute warning, I would think. It does. 2 minutes left. Falcons up 24-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. The final 2 minutes of this one. 3rd and 7 for the Falcons. They have it at their own 23-yard line. They lead it 24-0. I can't find anything positive to say about Carolina today. That's how bad they played. Green in the shotgun. Green back. Green steps up, throws, and caught by Nelson for the first down. Out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 17. And that should do it. Neither team is going to take a timeout. Not with a 24-0 lead. The Redskins at 1-6 take on the Buccaneers at 4-3. That's coming up next. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Green under center. Hands off to Laurel Charles. And Charles out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tackle made by Elijah Andrews. They're just letting the clock run. This will tick under 40 seconds. Should just be one more play. Everybody in tight on 2nd and 4. As they hand off. Not much. No gain on the play for Charles. Dwayne Gates is there to make the tackle. And I doubt they'll snap it again. The Falcons will go to 4-4. The Panthers will drop to 0-8. The final seconds will tick away. Your final score: Atlanta 24, Carolina nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Redskins Buccaneers up next.